4 ways to handle fears under tight pressure. Now, before we jump into the topic, just a quick introduction. My name is Vinita Bhavsar, and welcome to the channel, the Vinita Bhavsar Growth Theory. And thank you so much for being part of this journey. The only objective of this channel is to help you grow, where we are focusing on intellectual, emotional growth, which will lead to a better salary, which will lead to a financial growth, and ultimately your relationship will get better. Have you ever felt the knot in your stomach when the pressure is on you? It's like a tight, unyielding grip that just won't let you go. No matter how much you try to shake it off, your heart races, your palms get sweaty, you can't help but you feel that you're on the edge of a cliff, teetering on the brink, like the entire world is watching you and watching you break down. Every eye in the room is on you. Every whisper in the room is about you. And the weight, and your weight indeed, is held high on you. And it gets unbearable to really take that pressure. Whether it is about if given an opportunity to speak in public with the starry eyes, the strange eyes, and which makes you feel uncomfortable because of the fear of being judged, because of the fear of criticism, where you leave a lot of opportunity on the table thinking that you're not good at it, thinking that people are watching you. You will mess up royally. But is that the fact? Is that the truth? Or is it just your thoughts? Is it your emotion, your thoughts converting into emotions and taking a toll on your rational thinking? Is it your comfort? Is it your habit to be in the comfort zone is pulling you away from that opportunity? Have you ever thought about it? Is it actually people who are judging you, or is it your fear of messing the entire thing up, or becoming a point of mockery? And well, you know the answer. More than what the people are thinking at that point in time is it's all about you. How well are you performing in front of those people? With this, we leave a lot of opportunity, whether it is about public speaking, whether it is about presenting in a meeting room, whether it is about preparing a report in the organization with the fear of that you might mess it up royally. And it happens with all of us. I have been there, done it, where I was skipping my work because my then company wanted me to deliver a training session of 15 minutes. I was running away from that because I didn't want it to be criticized or become a point of mockery. And then I'm today here recording this video in front of you. Ultimately, my objective is not to prove myself likable or dislikable, but to share relevant content that's gonna help you get better. That's what changed. My self-confidence changed, my belief system changed. So the moment you push your thoughts from what the others are thinking towards yourself inside of you, what do you think? Why are you doing what you're doing? Is it about the other people, or is it about you taking that opportunity? The game gonna shift entirely towards you. This is what we're gonna be discussing today. 4 ways to be fearless even when put under pressure. And before we dive into the topic, I want to tell you something, that whenever we are in that situation where we are overwhelmed and we have a lot of pressure, you need to understand that it's a universal experience, one that connects all of us, no matter who we are, where we come from, what our backgrounds are. Now, talking about 4 ways to become fearless under pressure, the number 1 point, where you're going to become untouchable, dangerous, no matter whatever the situation is. You got to keep when I talk about dangerous, it's not about harming the other people, but all what I am saying is that become mindful. Know what situation you are in. And fear is a feeling which is going to be there because we have the survival instinct which tries to protect us from the danger of losing our lives. But unfortunately, we have been using it so often that even for smaller situations where we are pushed out of a comfort zone, we start feeling the fear. It's just we are pushing ourselves out of the comfort zone. So become mindful of what is happening. That is number 1, which gonna help you to overcome fear when you are under pressure. Now, what is mindfulness? Is basically being in the moment, being in the presence, asking yourself the question, what will happen even if you mess it up. You will start getting the answer. What is the objective of you doing that task? You will get the answer, and of course, it's going to be in your favor. What is there for you to lose? You will have your answer, and that's when you become in the present situation, and that's when you actually get better in terms of overcoming your fear when you are put on spot, when the spotlight is completely on you. And this is mostly used in public speaking. No matter how many keynote speeches I have delivered, till there is, like butterflies in my stomach before getting on the stage. So I have certain exercises that I'm going to deep dive into later on, which I practice, and I just keep on reminding myself, what is the objective? What am I doing? What is going to happen through this by delivering, let's say, the keynote speech. Moving on to point number 2, focus on the process. Do not focus on the outcome. You need to understand fear is just an emotion, as I told you earlier. Like any other emotion, it's an emotion which is below the normal vibration length for a human being. We will discuss about the vibration metrics for a human being in one of the videos in the future. But you need to understand this is an emotion which pulls you down. So that's why it is important for you to just enjoy the process and not really worry about the outcome, because fear is equal to when you're either operating from past or from the future. So let's say if I met with an accident when I was learning driving a car, and the moment I am asked to start all over again, if I'm operating from past, I'm going to have that images in my mind, and I will keep on, I will avoid getting in the practice of learning driving again. That's operating from the past. From the future is what will happen? What if I meet with an accident? So same with keynote speech. Future is what if people laugh at me? What if people make a mockery of me? So what? You had a platform to practice public speaking. So what? You got better than how you started. So what? Next time you're a trained public speaker. That's all. You got to be really enjoying the process rather than focusing on the outcome. Number 3 is embracing fear. You need to accept the fact that it's an emotion. Like any other emotion, joyful, happiness, sadness, fear is another emotion. Is it really taking you closer to your death? Well, we have got it. That's how we think. Fear is equal to death, but the reality is different. Whenever you move yourself from your comfort zone, you're going to get the feeling of fear, because that's how we have trained ourselves. So it's not our fault. It's not our body's and it's not our mind's fault. That's how we have trained our mind. In order to get better, in order to not feel fear every now and then, you have to start jumping in the water. You only learn swimming when you jump in the water. That's it. You got to embrace fear. You got to embrace it just like any other emotion and accept the fact that this is just an emotion, nothing more than it. Number 4, last but not the least, turning the pressure into motivation. So what do I mean by this? What if I drive really well? What if I learn and I get best? What if I learn driving and I get best at it? What if I deliver this one public speech and I get amazing in the next one? Is this making me better? Yes, indeed, it is making me better. And that's how you do it. You convert your pressure into motivation. People gonna laugh, so what? I will start facing rejection, just another rejection. I will get better in facing criticism, in facing rejection. And that's what it is about. And guys, before we conclude this, we really need to understand, you cannot eliminate fear. You cannot eliminate any of your emotions. Like any other emotion, you just need to learn to manage it. What do I mean by this? If you have the habit, like I had, that I could laugh in any of the baddest situations, but I learned to manage it, and I am sure you're connecting with my thoughts right now, that we learn to manage. I'm sitting in the meeting room, even if I want to laugh at my boss, I wouldn't do that because my job is at risk. So we just learn to manage the emotion. Similarly, fear is just an emotion. You got to learn to manage it. That's gonna make you unshakable. That's gonna make you powerful. That's gonna make you dangerous. Just imagine if somebody is telling you, hey, you know what? Tomorrow you have to deliver this presentation for 15 minutes and you've never done this in your life. And you say, oh wow, I'm gonna do that. Oh my God. Nobody can beat you with that attitude. You're gonna be unpredictable, can plot against you, because whatever they're gonna be planning, it's gonna go wasted because you're untouchable now. Nobody can literally shake you off. And if you really wanna get there, if you wanna be unshakable, if you wanna become that personality, the alpha, you gotta learn the art of managing fear. And with this, I'm concluding today's session. I hope this was helpful to you. And if you stay for so long, thank you very much, and I'm able to add value in your life. I would really request you to please comment below that you are stuck for the entire video. And I truly appreciate for all your support and love. Please continue doing that. And please don't forget to join my Discord channel. The link is mentioned in the description, where we will be catching up live once in a week on a regular basis. And stay tuned in. When we talk about the Vinita Bhavsar growth theory, the intention is to help you grow. We have new episodes coming up on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, sharp at 9 p.m. See you then. Bye.